Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Zambulkar. You might have studied 6 phases of compilation. Code optimization is one of the phase in 6 phases of compilation. Code optimization can be done before code generation, it can be done after code generation. So, when processor has to execute any code, so loader takes code from the secondary storage, for example your USB drive, hard drive, and that code is taken to the RAM and processor then execute it. So for executing it requires some resources. For example, it requires some time. It also requires some storage. We call it space. So for executing expressions, instructions, it takes time. Also it takes space. Now if your instructions taking more time or more space, definitely those expressions are expensive. So in order to reduce this complexity, we have to reduce time, we have to reduce the space. So to reducing time and to reducing space required for executing the instructions is called as code optimization. In this video, we will see various techniques for code optimization. For example, compile time evaluation. So there are two techniques, constant folding and constant propagation. So before runtime, at compile time only, we are doing some optimization. So that is called as compile time evaluation. Second is common sub-expression elimination. Third is code movement. Fourth is dead code elimination. And fifth is strength reduction. So for each technique, we will see examples. So you will learn better. First technique for code optimization is compile time evaluation. As name indicates, during compile time only we are optimizing the code. So at runtime it will take less time and also it will take less space. For compile time evaluation, again there are two techniques. One is called as constant folding and another is called as constant propagation. Now for constant folding, for example, suppose we are calculating area of a circle. Now formula is pi r square. So for pi r square, we are taking 22 divided by 7. Now at runtime, suppose we are evaluating this expression. So at runtime, processor has to compute this value 22 by 7. But already we are knowing this is a constant. 22 is a constant, 7 is constant, 22 by 7. Again that will be a fixed value. So instead of computing this value at runtime, we will compute it at compile time and will replace this value. This is called as constant folding. Now again, for calculating area of circle, now suppose we are taking pi r square or pi into r into r. Now see, pi is a constant. So pi wherever we are using in program, if we replace at compile time only, so suppose if you replace it by 3.14, so it will reduce the time at runtime. So it will not take much time while execution. So wherever we have used pi, that will be replaced by 3.14 and that will do at compile time only. But this is a variable, so variable value can be changed. But if your variable value is also constant throughout the program, so you can change this value also. So you can make 5, you can make 5. But if it is a variable and value of r will get changed throughout the program, so don't change it. But pi, as you know, the value of the pi will be 3.14, so it is a constant. So replace pi wherever it is there in program, replace it by that constant value. Next technique for code optimization is common sub-expression elimination. So what do you mean by common sub-expression? Common sub-expression are those expressions which are repeated unnecessarily. For example, look at this example. Here we are calculating value of t1 and that is a plus 3, and again we are calculating value a plus 3 and that we are allocating to the t4. Now we are calculating this value a plus 3 two times. So instead of having two operations, we can replace it by one expression. So see, this is before optimization. So after optimization, we can use this value of t1. So no need to calculate this. So we'll reuse this value. So here, instead of having t5 variable, here t4 only, we can take t3 plus t1. So we have used a plus 3 value which was computed previously. But one thing we have to remember, here value of a was never changed. Suppose we are changing the value of a, then it will not call as a sub expression. Here value of a was same for this expression as well as this expression. That's why it was sub expression. But if you are changing the value of a, then we cannot optimize like this. But as there is no change in the value of a, we can, instead of having two expressions, we can have only one expression, and we can avoid this. Next technique for code optimization is code movement. Sometimes what happens, just because of position of an instruction, it increases the computation. For example, look at this for loop. Here this loop will iterate for 5 times. So each time it is adding these two variables and it will save result into a, and then it is computing square of I and it will save here. Now for 5 times it will compute, it will find out addition of b plus c and it will say into a. Now it doesn't require to execute this expression or instruction 5 times. So if you change its position, if you take out outside this for loop, so here it was executing 5 times. Now here it will execute 1 time and it will not affect on final output, and it will also reduce the computation. So here it was executing 5 times, here it is executing just 1 time. So overall we have reduced the computation. So this technique is called as a code movement. Next technique for code optimization is dead code elimination. Now what do you mean by dead code? So dead code are those instructions to which processor cannot reach, or if those instructions are evaluated, their output will not be used for the final output. We'll see some examples for that. So look at this. Here I is equal to 0 and then there is a conditional statement. So here we are checking I is equal to 1 and there is some instruction. As we know, so we are allocating 0 to I, so this next instructions will never get executed. So there is no use of such instructions. So we will remove that. So instead of having these many instructions, that single instruction is sufficient. So before optimization, these many instructions were there. After optimization, we will have just one instruction. We will see another example. Now this is a function. Now look at this. We are adding 5 and 3 and we are saving this result into C, and from here only we are returning the value of C. As we are returning from this function, this instruction will not get executed. There is no need of this instruction. So we will remove this instruction. So look at this. After optimization, we have just removed this instruction. Again we will see one example. Look at this. Here in variable a, we are adding two constants 5 plus 3 and we are saving into a. We are adding 3 into 2 and we are adding into b, and then we are printing value of b only. Now here you can see we are using value of a, so unnecessarily we are computing the value of a, so that instruction can be removed. So after optimization, just we will remove this instruction and we will have these instructions only. So this is called as dead code elimination. Next technique for code optimization is string reduction. Now there are some operations which are costly, in the sense they take more computation than the others. Such operations are called as expensive operations. Such expensive operations can be replaced by cheaper operations. For example, look at this. Here we are multiplying b by 2 and we are saving that result into a. Now as multiplication takes more computation, it can be replaced by plus. So instead of having b into 2, we can replace it as b plus b. So addition takes less computation than the multiplication. So before optimization it was b into 2. After optimization it becomes b plus b. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notifications of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.